Can you solve all these Class 10 English Supplementary? Chapter 2, The Thief's Story questions. Who was Anil?
Good job. Writer works well here.
Anil could be a... You're right. Freelancer is the correct answer. How old was Anil?
Correct. 25 years is the right answer.
Who is Hari Singh?
Clear logic. Your choice a thief is sound.
Where was the thief?
On track. On the deserted platform is the correct answer.
What was Anil's job? Bravo, writer is the answer.
Who is easier to rob?
Perfect. A careless man is the correct choice.
Title of the story is... Valid point. The thief's story is true. The greedy man showed. Well reasoned. Fear is the correct choice.
What was the boy's age?
Right again. 15 is a valid answer. How old was Hari Singh?
Strong choice. 15 years old is the right answer.
In the story, Anil was a... Excellent choice. Writer, journalist is the right answer.
How did Anil make money?
Great job. Both A and B is the accurate answer. Describe Anil's character. Nice work. You chose all of the above and it is correct. What was the age of Hari? Solid response. 15 years is a valid choice. How old was the thief boy? Sharp thinking. 15 years is the right choice. What name did he tell Anil? Smart pick. Singh's day is the correct choice. What was Anil's profession? Nice selection. He was a writer is the correct and valid answer. Was Hari Singh a good cook? You got it. Your choice no is right. How much money did he steal? Good thinking. 600 is the right answer. Which character do you like? Right choice. Your English teacher is the best answer. How much rupees did Anil had? Smart move. 650s is an accurate answer. Where did Anil hide his money?
Well picked. Under the mattress is the correct answer.
What did Anil ask Hari to do? Well done. To cook is the right choice. What type of person was Anil? You chose all of these, and it is correct. Where was Anil's home located? Nicely done. Over Jumna Sweet Shop is a solid answer. What did the boy ask Anil for? Exactly. To give him food makes sense. Where did Anil keep the money? Correct response. Under the mattress is the most accurate answer. Where did Anil let Hari sleep? Great thinking. On the balcony is the right choice. What did Anil do for a living? Excellent. Wrote articles for magazines is a brilliant choice. Who is not easier to be robbed? Good job. Careless man works well here.
At night, Anil gave food to Dash.
Great thinking. Stray dog is the right choice.
Who is the narrator of the story?
You chose Sing's Day. And it is correct.
Why did Harry not catch the train? Valid point. He hesitated is true. How did Anna earn his livelihood? Nice work. You wrote articles for magazines and it is correct.
Who does refer to in the story?
Nicely done. Day is a solid answer. What was Harry first taught by Anil?
Great job. Cook is the accurate answer.
The synonym for appealing is dash.
Solid response. Attractive is a valid choice. What was the name of the thief boy?
Well done. Sing's Day is the right choice.
What did Harry Singh want from Anil? Excellent. Work is a brilliant choice. What was the boy's real profession? Exactly. Theft makes sense. How much money did Anil pay to Harry? Bravo. 50 rupees is the answer. How has the narrator described Anil? Perfect. All of the above is the correct choice. The thief introduced himself as Dash. Sharp thinking. Harry Singh is the right choice. How much money did Harry Singh steal? Well picked. 600 is the correct answer. Anil tucked the money under the dash. Well reasoned. Mattress is the correct choice. How often did the boy change his name? Smart pick. Every month is the correct choice. What is Anil's attitude towards life?
Clear logic. Your choice, easygoing and generous, is sound.
What was the weather like that night?
Nice selection. Cold and rainy is the correct and valid answer. How much money did Anil bring one day? You got it. Your choice, 600 rupees, is right. Where did Anil ask Harry Singh to sleep? Strong choice. In the balcony is the right answer. How was the meal he cooked first night? On track. Terrible is the correct answer. What is the central theme of the story? Right again. Trust and transformation is a valid answer.
Explain the phrase by fits and starts. Correct. Now and then is the right answer.
What did Anil promise Harry to teach him?
Right choice. All of the above is the best answer.
What was the month when Harry robbed Anil? You're right. November is the correct answer. Did Anil say anything about the robbery? Excellent choice. No is the right answer. How much money did Harry steal from Anil? Good thinking. Rupees 600 is the right answer. Where did Anil keep the bundle of notes?
Correct response. Under his mattress is the most accurate answer.
Harry's stolen notes were dashed from rain.
Smart move. Damp is an accurate answer.
Did Harry get away on the Lucknow Express? Correct response. No is the most accurate answer. What did Anil promise to teach Harry Singh?
You chose all of the above, and it is correct.
Where did Harry go after missing the train? Perfect. to the Maidan is the correct choice.
How long was the narrator working for Anil?
Right again? About a month is a valid answer.
According to the narrator, who is easy to rob?
You're right. A greedy man is the correct answer.
What name did the narrator use in the story?
Nice selection. Singh's Day is the correct and valid answer.
Dash is an Indian author of British descent.
Strong choice. Ruskin Bond is the right answer.
Which of the following traits describes Anil?
Nice work. You chose easygoing and kind, and it is correct.
What was the narrator's age when he met Anil?
Valid point 15 is true.
The thief sat down in the shelter of the dash.
Excellent choice. Clock Tower is the right answer.
Name the shop over which Harry lived in a room.
Well picked. Jumna Sweet Shop is the correct answer. What is Harry Singh a fairly successful hand at?
Well done. Robbing is the right choice.
What time was the train Harry intended to catch?
Correct.
10:30 is the right answer.
What was Anil doing when the thief boy met him?
Right choice. Watching a wrestling match is the best answer.
How much money did the narrator initially steal?
Well reasoned. 600 rupees is the correct choice.
What does the word flattery mean in the story?
Smart move. Empty praise to impress is an accurate answer.
Where did Anil meet Harry Singh for the first time?
Good job. At a wrestling match works well here.
How does Harry describe Anil's face while sleeping?
Smart pick. Peaceful and unlined is the correct choice.
What aspect of Anil's nature influenced Harry most?
Sharp thinking. His trust and kindness is the right choice.
Faith and compassion can change a thief into a dash.
Clear logic. Your choice, gentleman, is sound.
There was a little light over Anil's bed because of...
Solid response. Moonlight is a valid choice.
Who is the narrator of the story, The Thief's Story?
Good thinking. Singh's Day is the right answer.
Who is the writer of the chapter The Thief's Story?
On track, Ruskin Bond is the correct answer.
What was the name of the shop above which Anil lived?
Great thinking. Jumna Sweet Shop is the right choice.
The meaning of the phrase fits and starts means dash.
Nicely done. Occasionally is a solid answer.
I was still a thief when I met Anil. Who is I here?
Bravo. Singh's Day is the answer.
The boy changed his name in order to stay ahead of Dash.
You got it. Your choice, both of them, is right.
How did the narrator attempt at being friends with Anil? Exactly. Flattering him makes sense. What does Harry Singh get from Anil in return for his work? Excellent. Food is a brilliant choice.
Which value is most strongly depicted in Anil's character?
Great job. Forgiveness is the accurate answer. Hari had kept all the stolen notes tied by the string of his.
Bravo. Pajama is the answer.
What was Anil doing when Harry spotted him as his next target? Nicely done. Watching a match is a solid answer. If borrow, lend, then pick the odd pair from the options below. Great thinking. Hop skip is the right choice.
How, according to the narrator, would Anil feel upon finding out?
Correct. Sad is the right answer.
What title would best suit the story besides The Thief's Story?
Good thinking. A lesson in trust is the right answer.
At the end of the story, our narrator steals and keeps Anil's money.
Good job. False works well here. How much profit did Hari Singh made from buying the supplies of a day? Excellent. 1 rupee is a brilliant choice. A queer way to earn money dash. What is the meaning of the word queer? Sharp thinking. Strange is the right choice. What literary device is used when the moonlight is said to step over the balcony? Or
Perfect. Personification is the correct choice.
the reference to making a little money this way refers to a way that is viewed by most people as. You got it? Your choice charitable is right. Choose the correct option. Well done. Lucknow Express is the right choice. What did Harry do with the money? Excellent choice. Return it is the right answer. Did Harry really know to cook food? Exactly, no makes sense. Anil looked easygoing, kind and simple to the narrator. Which of the given characteristics would not fit in with this description? Clear logic. Your choice, Swave, is sound.
What is the meaning of the word appealing?
Smart move. Attractive is an accurate answer. Who is the author of the story? The Thief's Story. Smart pick. Ruskin Bond is the correct choice. Anil walked away. I followed casually. Hello again, he said. I gave him my most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said, but I can't pay you. For? What did the boy ask Anil for? Great job. To employ him is the accurate answer. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. Point 1. What is he a fairly successful hand at? Strong choice. Stealing is the right answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Well reasoned. Contact Narayan Chengda on Facebook is the correct choice.